I'm Ymna and welcome to another reaction video. This time, if it wasn't already too obvious, we are reacting to hiii's new video, More. I am super excited about it. The hiii Twitter had already released some teasers for the countdown for today's release, and we had already some, snips of the models, how they looked in 3D, and also the clothes had already been shared with the splash shots and everything, but it is looking so great from those teasers. Also, I've seen already some screenshots on Twitter going around, but because this is a musical video, and again a video, I don't think it's spoiling too much, like seeing some specific scene. Of course they look amazing, but it's with the song and the timing of everything and the effects that I think will bring the right value to the scene. So I don't think I'm coming in too biased. That's a lie, I love them, but you get what I mean. I have no idea of the flow of the music, zero notion of also the beat, if it's kind of like badass with a lot of rap, or more in the middle, kind of like pop stars. I do know that Seraphine comes in with a Chinese line, and I think it's appropriate, not just because the finals are in Shanghai, but I think in her comic it also gave hints about her nationality, so I think it's it's cool to bring more language in the songs, since we already had the Korean, so I'm all up for it. Maybe one day they'll invite me for the Portuguese. One can hope. Anywho, I'm super excited, so let's go!
KDA, should we show them how we do it every day? Kali that girl, Kali go girl, Kali gon' stop, Kali gon' skirt, Kali got a job, Kali got a word. 뜨거워 언제나 don't get burned. 넘쳐 흘러물 든 a buffet, 죽여주잖아 like a buffet. 누가 거기 buffet, 그 문 열지 마 that's a rough day. Don't give any more cause I'm greater than. 필요 없는 시험들 다 뿐이미. But all of my numbers are talking babe. 부루마법 메시지 monopoly. 눈 종이 돈이나 real money 필요 없대 너네들이 만든 돈을 go get it, go get it, go get it. 더 미션 눈을 못 떼 멋져 그래 너도 get it cause I got it different.
Yeah! Sorry, I love her.
This is how I do it every day. Wow, wow. 这一路上的奇迹都记住了你的每一个瞬间，无比的耀眼。I know you want some more，准备好就一起走。
slay. Okay, so first things first, I am so happy that Seraphine really is acting as a guest in this song, because all the hype about her, about collabing with Kitty A, I was kind of scared that this song would be a lot around her and the girls would have like small parts or something, but I'm very happy that she really is behaving as a guest here with just like some small contributions and then her solo, and that's it. Like, you know, the girls can shine on their own, and that's a good thing. I really like, again, these little bits at the beginning, just showing that it's her that's making the back vocals. I think it's really well done, and it's a good addition to all the mood. But like, even her whole mood here, like, this is stunning. And if you know her lore, this is obviously very well thought, blends very well with the theme of the song. Like, we want to reach more, do more, you know, be more. And for her, it's the best example. Like, indie singer and composer, and suddenly she's performing with her idols. You know, I really love this little detail of the room with all the. I'm pretty sure this has a lot of Easter eggs that I do not know, but I'm sure we'll have a list soon, if not already. But yeah, first of all, the models are stunning. Everything in this video is stunning. I'm guessing this is Shanghai, or, you know, something around that. I think it would be a very nice touch, but I think it's a tower, or if it's not, it's kind of made to resemble it. So that's pretty cool. And there was this section here that got me a bit confused at the beginning. I think it's this one. Let's just hear for a bit. Yeah, this part right here, I never expected Evelyn to just have this line. So when suddenly Ahri shows up, I wasn't expecting Ahri. So my first thought was, oh my god, Eve is singing in Korean? Like, what? Like, she just has this, so small. Like, I'm like, Eve, what are you doing? And then, oh, this was so good. This was so good. Anyway, for me, because they do, if you pay attention, the tune and everything seems very familiar. Sorry, very similar. The transition from one singer to the other wasn't that clear for me, so I just thought it was like another shot of the video and we would see Evelyn again. I did recognize the Korean right away and thought it was strange, but I was like, okay. But yeah, this coming in from suddenly Ahri right away was very interesting for me. I was definitely not expecting. Again, if you pay attention. Like, here more, obviously she's showing up, but the beginning also starts a bit flat, so it really connects very well. So this is really well done, not just in terms visually but also musically. The transition is just so smooth, like, holy. I guess Evelyn is kind of taking more the role that Ahri took in Baddest, with just, you know, some small additions like she had with It's Crazy kind of thing. Like, all this, there's a lot in this video that is super cool, that, you know, mimics the real life video clips, with like the small interactions, like the thing with Akali bumping Seraphine, like, holy. Just okay. Like, if you see here, it's very funny. Like, you are like, oh, this is a very cinematic moment, and then you look at Seraphine and she looks at Ahri like, oh my god, like, that's Ahri, oh my god. I would react the same way. But it's funny how they gave them a little bit more of life, you know. I noticed her small glimpse right away. And it's these little details that give more life to these characters, you know. More personality. Obviously, she could be all badass, but Seraphine, at the end of the day, is a fan. So it's very nice that they incorporated these tiny bits, even though it's a professional video clip, you know, in their worlds. But yeah, again, Ahri's just chilling, you know, like, yeah. slay. Like, this is so good, this is so natural, like all the movements, it's so well done. Seriously, huge props to the cinematic team, and also obviously to the ones that wrote the storyline. But it's very nice. Even these shots, like the one we just saw with the camera rising up from the side and everything, this is very real video clip type of thing, you know. And all these shots, they definitely playing a lot more with things than when they did Popstar. Obviously different times, and people learn and blah blah, models evolve, etc, etc. But it's a completely different style of video clip, and it still works amazing for them. If not for these scenes, like this part is probably, again, on this section I got all the chills. It's just like, but this is pretty much the build up of the song. This is pretty, you know, basic in terms of you're expecting that high note to come in and be like, you know, it's expected, but it was really well executed, so I'm happy for it. You know, it's that final like, woo! Enjoy it, guys, it's finishing. So final chorus. I've seen some people talking about the AHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHhh it's interesting. It's a very I feel like it's a very American type of rap though, because all the references, you know, I like that they play with the Buffy and Slay, you know, Buffy the vampire slayer, or I don't know if that's a correct translation to English, but I feel like that's a reference that only some people will get. So maybe they could play it more with the Korean culture instead of going to the American culture. I'm okay with both, but just giving the context, I don't know. Maybe it would blend a bit more, but still the sense is there, and for me, lyrically, it does make sense, so I'm okay with it. But, God got skirt. Buffet and Buffy is just, I'm sorry, the genius. This really feels like I really want to add buffet in the raps. So guys, I don't care, find a rhyme for it. And someone was like, oh, Buffy, you can put Buffy and slaying and stuff, and they're like, saved. But again, it's well constructed, and I like it. There's no part of the song that I hate in terms of either rhythm or vocally, like it goes weird, you know. Even the rap, it's not the first time she goes like, Kali, we got that in Badass, where she goes, Kali, you the go, G, I know. Here they are kind of abusing it, but it's not a super shock. This transition from here to the chorus is just, like the movements here are perfect. Popstar, they could never move the legs or hands, like, you know, they do this and it's so smooth, you know, like even you get that, it's not like, you know, you really get that, and that's so cool. You really, every movement of that body really has that, you know, that life pulsating, and that's the thing you want when you dance. 70% of her body is legs. Okay, so I love everything, we can agree on that. The only thing that I really want to say that doesn't work well for me, just because of the concept that these are models, you know, it's again, the movements are very fluid, all the details are there, but there's this part in the choreography that I wish they had done it differently, because maybe it would work better, and probably it will work better with humans dancing it, just out of proportions, you know, body proportions. Also because they, obviously there's people that can be this tall or have legs like that last for days, but they are all their legs are very long, even for Akali, which is the smallest of the group, and Seraphine. They have really long legs, and those proportions are very rare to find. It's the way they move when they make this specific movement. It's this part. Obviously here it works better because the camera is shifting and you're just seeing like the waist up with some glimpses from the legs, so it isn't as weird. But if you've seen the models, which is what happens with the models in game, because they teased first this more dance in the skins animations. In the skins animation, it's I feel like it's a very awkward movement, as in it doesn't feel natural because their legs are so big, you know, and it's, I know, for me it looks like that. In the animation they do save it with the camera angles. Like here is really well captured because you even see like the hips making a little on Kaisa. And this is kind of the shots you really want to see on Kaisa since she's the main dancer. Like, they know it isn't that good because of the shots. They aren't even showing the full thing because they know it doesn't really work well with the models. So you get these half shots every time. I think there's one shot or other that you can't see the full body, but it's either more decent or something like that, or too fast for you to, you know, bother too much. But you can already see, like, look at these big look, I have big tights too, so I understand. But I don't see this looking pretty, like this full, like, you know, the perspective looking pretty like this. I think it works really well on the sides, or like at least semi-side, you know, but in an angle. But front, I just feel like it's a bit, maybe with like baggy clothes it's pretty cool, but with all these tight clothes, I don't know, I feel like it could have been a more not comfortable, but you know, because like this space, like all this space, the legs are too big. They're too big. I don't know. This is probably natural and you can do this very easily in human. But in animation, I just feel like this is a bit it isn't as natural as it could be. But again, they don't give you the full picture, so you only get your mind. So it works like this, but again, it haunts me the animation that they have in the skins, and I think that's why it still bothers me. But it's very well executed here, like the movements are there. Again, Kaisa's moment here is super highlighted because she does it like stunningly. 10 details, like all the muscles are moving. But yeah, I think really everyone shines. Maybe Evelyn gets a little bit less lines here, but we've seen this, it's the third song they have, and we've seen they balance a lot the songs. In one shines more others, and you know, they switch it up, and that's normal. K-pop works a lot around that because usually there's a lot of singers and then there's also like the main dancer, main rapper, main vocalist, you know, main lead, blah 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 blah. So they also play a lot around those divisions of work and skills to work the songs around it, and who sings more or who shines more in the video clip kind of thing. Like choreography, who stays in the center and all that. It's a big process behind, but I really love. They did so much with all the angles, with everything. I think it's just so good. They are all looking. This isn't just a reverse camera. They are all looking down, and that's so cool. Is there like, you know? For me, I would just say about the clothes. I would say like maybe Ahri, I would do this differently. But they all look stunning. This is definitely cosplay stuff. And yeah, they can, yeah, they please create more videos and stuff all day, all the time. Give me some more. Yeah. No, I love it. I'm gonna put this on repeat, and but for now I think I already made this too long. Let me know what your opinions are. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to see me do more of this, also, you know, you can add in the comments like, yes, please do more, or would you consider reacting to this, or stuff like that. And yeah, I was served in this video. I was so served. Ahri has some, every single one of them has so many good shots. Major props to everyone behind the music production, and also the models, the designs, the putting all this together, and yeah, I can't imagine the amount of hours and effort. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and bye bye. See you in the next video, stream, or event. Stay safe. I forgot to mention, but this section deserves a special shout out. I did react during the video and I completely forgot about it because, you know, this is too stunning for me to bother, but 10/10 for, you know, lyrics again. Whoa. I don't know, maybe they could have done better. Instead of whoa, I think maybe just an ad-lib, like, oh, you know, just playing around if you want to go with the whoa musicality. But I don't know. Wow. I don't feel like there was a necessity for this. You know, it's more like that. I think they could have done either add another sentence or something. But if I need to point out something that I don't like in the song, it's not that I don't like, but it could have been better. It's definitely this wow. Cause wow. But yeah, I completely forgot, and I think it was important to mention. Yeah, thanks for watching.